Hi everyone. So today we'll be doing kind of like a huge roundup of all this stuff. It's gonna be a makeup date, be end of month recap with my beauty bank, my monthly empties, and also my 225 wins in 25. And also crazy hair. So it's just all around gonna be chaotic. Just to start off with a little announcement. Ooh, dropping my empties. Start off with a little announcement. I will actually be taking about a 2 to 3 week break, probably closer to 3 week break, just from really filming anything. I'll continue posting, I think, about like this video and then another video. Then I'll be kind of laying low for a little bit. So it's just like, don't worry about me. I am just going through a lot of transitions in my life right now, both good and bad, and they're all kind of stressful at once. But I've already begun noticing that my priorities are already shifting over there and not so much focused on the painting stuff. So I'm just gonna give myself the break. It's also the Lenten season right now, and I definitely feel like haven't been as focused this Lenten season. I never am, but I would like to at least give myself about 3 weeks, the rest of this Lenten season, to just like really refocus and get back to things. And yeah, just kind of put things, I think, into better perspective rather than like stretching myself too thin. So I'm not going to explain too much because I'll just like keep going in circles. I'll share more, when I'm ready, when I feel like it. But this time, this space is going to be for makeup. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the break, but I'm also really looking forward to just updating you guys. So while I'm like still like in it kind of and like feeling motivated, just wanted to give this update now, hopefully wrap things up, not totally nicely, but like decently, and then just feel like I'm in a good spot to take a break for a little bit, and then I'll come back, hopefully ready to get into the swing of things, or at least like let you guys know what I imagine I'll be doing moving forward. I've been honestly having a ton of fun with all my projects, but just like I just know I think I've been pushing fast and hard at the beginning of the year. So I'll continue to work on my products. I don't think I won't be, but I think sometimes when I'm doing the videos, I feel like I need to show progress or something. And I feel like other project planners have felt similarly. I really like showing progress, but I think I just need to also just take a little bit of a break to like let myself use things organically. And I've already like started that process. So I think this is just kind of me explaining it and processing out loud all at once, because that's how my brain works. So I have some empties to show you. I have some just thoughts to tell you about, and then we'll also try to fly through my like end of the month recap things. I usually do these in separate videos, but I feel like I just want to get it out in one video. So you're in for a longer video, but hopefully you'll still find it enjoyable, and hopefully you're willing to sit with me for this. So I think it makes sense just to do my outs first. They're already in my lap. So I have a good number of makeup outs. Since the last makeup date I did, I've featured these empties in other videos already. Excuse me. So they might not seem like new empties, but I usually like for my makeup dates to all be a cumulative, like what happened since my last one. And then we'll be doing a further accumulation of the whole month in just a little bit as well. So this is a rose mist that I got, I think it was in February, and I ended up emptying it into the other makeup setting spray that I got. So I just kind of combined the two. Haven't really seen a huge difference. So that's that. This is honestly pretty bulky packaging. I feel like if I found like a nice spray to go in this, it'd be okay, or like for something else, just like not on my face. This is just, the sprayer isn't what I want for my face. So that's going in the empties pile. I finished my toner, the last of my toner. It's not this product that's labeled on the packaging, it's another one, but I put it in my shower, was dedicated to using the rest of it up, so it's officially done. It was the Thayer's milky toner, in case you're wondering. I just kept on decanting it, and this is the last bit, and like, I don't know, I always like trail on the last bit, especially if I'm decanting stuff, and then I like kind of move on to other stuff. So I'm glad I finally got that done. I have a palette empty. This is Franken palette empty, of course, so it's like all of it's dug out. I featured it in my last panning bingo video and kind of what I did with that, but technically this is a packaging empty for this month. Not totally empty, but the box is out of the box, thankfully, and not sitting in my drawer anymore. So The transparent facial bar from Neutrogena is kind of harsh on my skin. I have pretty sensitive skin. So I'm right now I'm using it as a brush cleanser. And it's working really well just because of how like, how crazy strong it is and like kind of how it's stripping. I think there's something about like transparent soaps that I think are especially stripping and strong. So yeah, not great on my face, but really, really great for brushes. I like definitely noticed the difference between like kind of like the Dove body soap dupe I was using and then this one. There's definitely an improvement in how clean my brushes are. This is kind of a weird empty. This is a eyebrow pencil from, it's either NYX or LA Colors. Like, it's so old. I was honestly just using it to mark off like uses on my project pans. Kind of like this. This is an update I'm gonna give soon, but you see those like kind of color pencil marks? That's from this pencil. So that's what I use it for, and now it's empty. I think I use it like once or twice more on my brows, but like not really. I am retiring a DIY powder container. It's just like the silver flakes are bothering me to no end. So I ended up frankening that out of there. I had maybe a little bit left, and so yeah, I didn't lose that much. I am retiring my mascara. This is the Clio Kill Lash. Not this cap. I'll wash the cap out, but and the brush in there. But I recently did like an artistic swimming performance, and just the chlorine was super harsh and was irritating my eyes, and I couldn't tell if it was the irritation from that made my eyes feel kind of funny, or if it was this. And I have like a history of chronic styes, and like, so anything that feels like a stye, I'm immediately like, oh crap, it's my mascara. But things were kind of conflicting. But this is getting up there in terms of like 6 months being opened, which is very sad. It was a very good mascara, but I'm always on another mascara hunt. So I actually have a new mascara that just came in today, and I'll kind of share with you my thoughts about my mascara trials right now. And then this is a Franken Empty. This is my Danessa Myricks blush. I went on a whim and Frankened it out. It is now in this blush packaging. There was like a highlighter in here, and then I also mixed in a little bit of concealer just to lighten it up, because this one was really, like, I would have never used the blush by itself again. I would have always frankened it anyway, so I was like, I might as well just franken the rest of it. And because I frankened it with the concealer, this is what my concealer palette looks like now. I kept telling you guys that I would be combining these two. So I combined the two lightest shades, or not the two lightest ones. These were the lightest shades, but the two mid-tone shades. So I combined those together. I pushed it into this corner because that was kind of oh no, this half. Then I took the other half of my other Franken concealer. It's been a huge thing. And then put it in here, and then I put more blush in here. So yeah, that's how my cream blush collection is looking like now. My cream blush collection my cream blush situation is really interesting because between what's in here, and then also I've been also using my like lipstick palette as a cream blush too. So it's just like, I'm just trying to pile on as much cream blush as I can as underpainting, without going overboard, even though that's tricky. But yeah, that's kind of the situation now. It's what the concealer palette is looking like now. Yeah, you guys won't see this until my next painting bingo update, which I'll probably film like late next month. So I'm hoping that by next time, like, I feel like I'm gonna try to hold up as many like things right now because I know I'm not gonna be filming for a few weeks. So at least you guys get like a snapshot, you know, like this is where I'm at with things. Oh, this is empty, by the way. I know it looks like it's product, but that's because I'm using it as like a mixing space now, which actually is not a bad idea in general for me to leave a space open for mixing. But yeah, I've basically hit half of this, finished that, and then got pan on that. And I think those are the three right now. Yeah, so good progress. This is a little opaque for me right now, so I'm wondering if I need to Franken it a little further to like mix it in with the balm or something. Yeah. Let's see, other progress I want to show right now is that my lip gloss is like all the way down there. It was like about halfway about a week ago, so I feel like by the time I update you next, this will be empty. And then, oh, I hit pan on my eyeshadow right there. This is the shimmer shade I love very much. I think it's called, I already forgot. It's from ABH. Wow, I already forgot. Let me see if I can. I feel like it starts with a G. Oh, Gem, I think. Yeah, I think it's Gem. I don't know if it's still part of their line or not, but that's the shade there. So yes, very happy that I have pan in that now. I dug a little bit, but it's like one of those pans where it's like definitely drill panning, because I can still see like the fabric texture from like the original press, you know, like when they press shadows and stuff, and like at the manufacturer. So that is going. I'm still really struggling to use that red shade, but I'm starting to incorporate a little bit more and getting comfortable with the shade I get. Okay, so mascara situation is kind of crazy. So like I said, I had to retire this because I was feeling my eyes were irritated. I actually didn't have another mascara in the moment, especially a waterproof mascara. So what I recently got was a hair wax stick. I actually got it for my artistic swimming performance because we have to like Nox our hair back. I know some people know Nox as like unflavored gelatin, as like a noun, but us as artistic swimmers use it as a verb. Because we literally use it as hair gel. We take unflavored gelatin, we mix it at like a really high like gelatin to water, hot water ratio, to get this like syrupy texture, and then we basically paint it on like gel. It's crazy. And it's also a great hair mask, by the way, even though it's counterintuitive, because not counterintuitive, but it kind of is weird because when the Nox dries, because it's such a thin layer, it hardens. And if you're a picker like me, and I'm like trying to like pick out the Nox out of my hair, it breaks the hair. So then it's like great hair mask, terrible for breakage. So that's why my baby hairs have existed for so long, was because of my Noxing back in my youth artistic swimming days. And then now I'm back at it again. I'm like, man, what new baby hairs have I created for myself? Like besides the postpartum hair loss, right? Anyways, so I grabbed some hair wax because this is like, I've never seen anybody use hair wax in like gelling and noxing back the hair. But part of me is like, I have all these baby hairs, and if wax is technically waterproof, then like, why not? Why not try it? You know, like why not try it as something that could maybe get these edges to really stay, especially if it also tends to be like once you get in the water with your noxed up hair, the edges start to be the ones that get washed away soonest. And so I'm like, if I can, I know that this wax stuff will stay in my hair for a long time because it's hard for water to wash out without like a really, really clarifying shampoo. Or like some sort of oil to like really break down the wax, you know? But I was like, I'll give it a try. So I grabbed this one off of CVS. I got it a bit on sale. And then I was like, well, if a lot of waterproof mascaras are wax-based, why don't I try this in my lashes? And honestly, it's not bad. Like it gives my lashes the effect I want, especially with the mascara brush I have. So I'm like honestly combining all my mascara hacks that I've been trying to do together. And also like if this really works, then it's a huge container of mascara essentially, right? So I would say it's not perfect. As you can see in there, I've mixed in some like really, really dark eyeshadow. And I've used it these past few days because I didn't have my new waterproof mascara yet. And I do a really, really light coat more towards the tips of my lashes, just so that it's not like at the base of my lashes and I'm like squinting, and like, because I like right before I filmed, there's definitely like a bit of that waxy mascara underneath. Like it's not transfer proof. Honestly, it keeps my lashes curled, which is pretty good. And I feel like especially with cleansing oil, it washes out. So like I'm not half mad at the solution. I think I'm just going to keep experimenting. And so, yeah. So in terms of the new mascara, I gotta keep mentioning it. It is the Essence Call Me Queen waterproof mascara. I've heard good things about the Essence mascara in general. But the first try I had with the Lash Princess did not go well. It was not transfer proof. It did not like, I feel especially for a store-bought mascara, I have really, really high hopes for store-bought mascaras, because it's like someone like actual cosmetic chemist actually formulated this, like it should work, but it doesn't, right? Versus me like going rogue, right? And it like halfway working decent. I'm like, yeah, like I don't mind too much. It's like total double standard for me. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. So this will be the mascara I'm playing with during this, you know, while I have a break from YouTube, but I'm still going to play with these. Because honestly, like just checking the mirror and wiping a little bit of this away is not that bothersome to me, especially when I'm like, I made this came from my brain. And I already tried researching like other pomades and stuff like that, and it's just like they don't really have much out there, especially like edge control type of wax or type of products. Are a lot of them are still water based, so so I really had to look for something that was very, very wax based. So we'll see where it goes. Definitely takes more time, obviously. So yeah, the real question is, will this awesome mascara, you know, brush fit on here? And it looks like it will. Yes, perfect. Okay, hopefully it'll fit. I mean, this one wasn't a perfect fit too. You can like see the gap, but it like didn't dry out. It was so tight. So yeah, I'll just like clean this off, put it in here, and then like try using it that way. Okay, so that's my mascara situation. What else did I want to update you guys about? Oh, this was kind of exciting. But just to show you guys progress on my lip pencil, I am officially, the cap is down to the words. Oh, I'm so happy. Like, it's getting shorter and shorter. So we'll see how much shorter it gets when I show this next. But just wanted to like show it on camera. That's where we're at. I think that's about it for now. The other thing that I bought was this clarifying shampoo, because I was like, I don't have any in the house and I need to break down this knots out of my hair and this gel and stuff, and I didn't have any. So I was like, I think I need to pick some up. So I grabbed some. So all that to say, let me see, I'm going to put this up and clean up a little bit so I can feature my monthly empties, and let's do the count. Do the count. So I didn't have that many empties this month, but honestly, a lot of them were makeup related, even if it was Frankened. So I'm like not super mad about it. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, 15. Not terrible. Last month I feel like it was like, oh, 16. I forgot a sponge. So just to quickly show you, sponge was emptied out. I guess so was. Maybe I'll just make it shorter. In addition to the empties I just shared with you, this month I also emptied a body lotion. Or I think it was like a mix of stuff I was putting in here. I can't remember. This was, my body lotion history has been rough. A nipple balm that I was just mixing in with my lotion, and it was just sitting around after my, you know, postpartum days. Did finish the Franken gloss that was in here. I will be reusing this packaging again, but for now I haven't had a need, so this just is an empty one. Eye cream, that one's done. 5 milliliters, still lasting me a long time. I got samples from Sephora actually, and I feel like those are gonna last me a long time. And then 2 like edge control pomade type sample containers, which honestly I have not been using the mix I made because it is water soluble. So I'm just not reaching for it versus like my new wax concoction that I'm trying to figure out. So I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, let me just toss all the empties into one spot so you can see it. Got the eye palette, got the, not bad, right? 16, okay. Some of them are bulkier, obviously, but that's that. All right, and then in terms of some of my beauty bank update stuff, sorry, I keep like jumping everywhere. I feel like just between things, it's like I'm just trying to update on a lot. Sorry for the glow from the laptop here. Okay, so I actually have some really, really exciting updates from my beauty bank. Let me turn down the brightness on this thing. I don't know what's the most exciting thing to say. Okay, I started with $379. Actually, I think it was a little bit less than that. I started at $369. So let me adjust this real quick. And yeah, $369, and I earned $306, which is nuts. So I will be honest and say 141 of those dollars was from like a side gig that I did, and so I'm actually putting that towards this and then kind of figuring things out from there. But that was very, very exciting to get that cash in. And then I just like was working hard, like between preparing for the artistic swimming performance. I was definitely working out, making sure I was on top of things. I was doing stuff around the house. I did so many loads of laundry this month. Like, honestly, not that different from normal, but it just felt like a lot. Oh, we had guests. That's right. We had guests at the beginning of the month. And I feel like there was just like a lot piling up at home. And then I did purchase a few things this month. I purchased a sunscreen. I mean, the shampoo I mentioned, the mascara I mentioned, I actually had a body cream that I also purchased because I used up the other one that I just showed you. Also, the hair wax was new this month. So I did not meet my 3 product like maximum to give me credit. So I did go over that, and so I just need to be honest with that and like not give myself the credit this month. I was trying so hard to be like, well, this thing doesn't count because it is not excess. This thing doesn't count because it's new to me. This thing doesn't count because I really need it and I used it up, right? But like I could have made some choices to like not purchase things, and I still did. And you know, like I think I just have to be honest with that. And then spending wise, like, but I did not dock those items like from my beauty bank in terms of the spending, but I just can't give myself the credit, if that makes sense. I usually reserve the like docking from my beauty bank for like things that are truly excess. And yeah, so in terms of what came in on top of that 141 was a lot of habits between working out and laundry. And even the artistic swimming performance, I gave myself a little bit of credit for that as well, because that was an achievement in my book. Oh, I did some like hefty volunteering this month, so I gave myself a little bit for that. And yeah, I mean, I just finished some things. I frankened a lot of stuff this month between some eyeshadows and then the blush that you just saw. So I'm very proud of that. Over $300 in. And I got that panning bingo. I could have actually given myself a little credit for that, but that's fine. Yeah, I had my first panning bingo this month, and haven't officially purchased anything for that. I'm thinking of getting maybe something from one of like the Freedom palette companies that I've been following recently. But still kind of sitting on it and like not rushing into it, which is very unlike me being the impulsive panner. I'm trying to be impulsively panning, but not impulsively purchasing. No, I'm still impulsively purchasing. What am I talking about? But for this case in particular, like I want it to be special, and I want it to align with my goals. So that being said, that's still in the works. So yeah, I think in case you're wondering, most of my ins came from habits. I have a good amount of empty like makeup stuff, I think, between Frankens and stuff like that. So I'm ending the month with $675 in my bank, which feels awesome. I'm already gonna have like $200 dock from that. But actually I am starting to actually coach for artistic swimming soon, which I'm very excited about. Also really nervous because there's like some drama going on, which I don't like. I don't like drama at all. And you'll rarely hear me talk about drama other than my dramatic makeup brain. But yeah, in real life, I avoid drama. No, I don't avoid it, but I really do my best to minimize it. And so, just like real talk for a minute, I don't like the drama, but after like praying about it, after really talking with my husband about things and just kind of wrestling with things within myself as well, I really feel like it's an opportunity for me to do my best to be encouraging and loving to those who are involved with the mess. And you know, I've just been praying a lot, and yeah, I just want to be doing my best as a coach, but also ultimately as a coach, I'm coaching young athletes, and so I think that there's a lot at stake here. Not that I need to like be everything for everyone, which I'm always tempted to do. But yeah, I think just like where I am, what I am responsible for, and the time that I have with the people that I will be encountering, I just want to leave not so much an impression of myself, but just to help them understand that like someone cares. Because I think the drama that's going on, it's not being handled very well. Sorry it's so cryptic, but I think there's just a lot of really rough feelings all around, myself included, and so it's definitely been a lot to think about. But I'm glad to have this space right now to, you know, get back to the hard stuff I've been working on. Like I feel pretty proud of ending the month at $675. And I hope that with the time off that I have, that I'll continue to add to the bank. I'm not going to hit pause on it per se, but I might be a little bit more lax in terms of tracking things. This month I was pretty on top of tracking things. But yeah, really happy to end with $675. And if you remember from my introduction, I am building towards a fund to go on a artistic swimming actually related trip in October. I might actually have another trip related to it in July, so I might have to spend some of it for that. But yeah, 675, feel really good about that. Will be the reason I mentioned the coaching was because while the $200 of the self-care was actually included in like my master's swimming fee that I need to pay out for, I will actually be earning some of that back because of the coaching. So we'll see how much of it like, you know, goes back and forth and whatnot. But yeah, any earnings I have from the coaching will go towards this bank. For better or for worse, like not in real life, of course, but I think just for me to be proud of like I'm actually like doing something I love, because I really am looking forward to coaching, like the active coaching, the environment and all the other stuff, like but I'm hoping that I can still do my best with the coaching because those girls really need it right now. Yeah, so enough talk about that. Let's go on to my wins for 225 wins in 2025. So if you're not familiar, wins is anything that I'm proud of. It's like if I am super excited about frankening something, that's a win. If I actually empty something, that's a win. If I do something that's just exciting in my own life, like doing that. Actually, I didn't include the swim itself, but I actually like put on what I call synchro makeup and did the hair and everything, like the whole shebang. I'm not a performer, by the way, and so it's always like I love it, and it was like back to my roots. Like it just brought me right back to the roots of my love of makeup. Like it began in synchronized swimming. It began in artistic swimming. It was synchronized swimming back then, and I was like, wow, this is where I started, and I'm back. And it's crazy. It really is crazy. Although most people, like when you look at the girls who are actually swimming, they literally just do a really, really dramatic eye and like a bold lip and like don't care about anything else. Like no highlighter, no bronzer, no whatever. And I'm over here doing the whole like whole face. But anyways, it's still really exciting to me that that I've come back to it, that I still love both things, makeup and synchro. I love them both. But yeah, I included that as part of my win. So in terms of my count, I got 26 wins this month. A lot of them were Franken related things. A lot of Franken eyeshadows, that Franken blush I did, Franken bronzers, then a few empties like, sprinkled in here and there, right, for all my empties that I did. So, so yeah, I think I'm pretty proud. I think altogether I am up to 70 wins this year, and we're 3 months in, so that means probably gonna end this like mid-December, to be honest, but still I still have a long ways to go. So I still about like 9-ish, 8-ish months, so I really feel like I'll still hit that 225 easy. And yeah, excited about that. So anything else I need to update you guys about? I did my monthly empties, did my regular empties, did my in, did my outs, did my wins, did my bank. I think that's it. Yeah. All right. Well, and you got to hear a little bit about, you know, what's been going on, what's been stressing me out, and why I need a little bit of a break while I am focusing on new ventures. So, you know, wish me luck. And I hope that, I really hope that you're doing well. I feel like this year has been crazy. Like I was praying yesterday and I was like, God, I did not imagine myself I'd be in this place end of March. Could have never called it at the beginning of the year, you know, like when you're like kind of trying to forecast and think about like what's going to happen in the year. Like not this. I knew it was going to be a little crazy this year, but yeah, this is the crazy. And just do my best to, like, it's okay to feel the crazy, but not to like let it impact, you know, just what I believe in, who I know I am, what I feel like I'm called to. And yeah, I think just to stay grounded. And I did feel like, you know, just taking a little bit of break from filming and from this whole thing, like in terms of like really constantly weekly, like thinking of putting up content, just felt like the smart thing to do in this season that I'm in right now. So yeah, if you need to catch me anywhere, you know where to find me. can always message me on Instagram if you want. So I'll be very active, you know. I'll miss you guys a lot. I'm gonna also try to take a break just from watching things. Funny enough, actually, I am sitting at 399 subscribers, and I never want to focus on the number of subscribers. It's just a number, and I've struggled with numbers in the past, especially around this whole social media thing. It can get really messy in my head, and so part of me was like, just get that 400, get that 400. But then I was reminded, I was like, that's 399 people who have been willing to watch me and support me by clicking that subscribe button. Like, I know I don't give out my subscriptions lightly, so and I mean, I know other people will just maybe click because it's easy to do to show support that way, but I am really, really grateful for the 399 people who have subscribed. And it's okay if I never get to 400. And it's just been hovering there and hovering there, despite some of my own like attempts to try to hit that 400. It's just nice to see a nice whole round number, but that is not the point. It's not about seeing the number. I'm trying to tell this to myself. Like, it's not about seeing the whole nice round number or the number to grow. It's just that most of all, that I'm so thankful that I get this space just to talk like this and to like just to say not whatever I want, but just to say the things that I think are meaningful to me. And the fact that technically, you know, it shows up in 399 people's subscription boxes. I don't know if they're active or not, you know, you just never know, but it's special and I need to remember that. So I'm gonna be, as I step away from this, I think I'm gonna realize like that number 399 actually is teaching me a really, really big lesson. And I feel like, you know, I know it's weird to say like the Lord works through these things, but I feel like he's just kind of let it hover there to kind of remind me like it's not about getting that number. It's about, you know, that there's 399 hopefully real people out there that have seen what I do and seem to care enough to hit the subscribe button. So thank you to everybody who has, and I'm just, yeah, thanks for sticking around for this video and all the ramblings. So wishing you all a great start to April, hoping that whatever's happening in your life right now is helping you just to get to a better version of yourself. And I don't know what to say exactly anymore at this point. I'm just starting to spit out well wishes. That's pretty much bottom line what I'm trying to say right now. Well wishes to everybody. And you know, I encourage you, like, if you feel like you need a break, go ahead and take it. There's no judgment here. Absolutely not. I'm doing my best to not put any judgment on myself, any pressure on myself. Like, this is something I like to do for fun. I don't get anything out of it other than some accountability. And I think that's been really, really helpful to me in my panning journey. But for now, I know that my brain is elsewhere. So I'm not gonna push myself to create content, because I'll be back, and hopefully in more exciting ways and things that I'm actually motivated to do. So, all right, I'll stop rambling now. I'll see you in my next video. I'm gonna film one more video for this batch filming, and then I'll be taking that break. So thanks so much, and I'll see you later. Bye.